Ciao everyone, how's it going? Today I decided to do this video in English because I know there's a lot of people prefer English, and then people from my country, they don't watch my video too much, so we decided to make a video in English so we don't forget the language. Obviously when you're on the school you don't learn it too much, so that's the only problem. Right, let's begin. We have a DAF 510 horsepower, which is a nice baby boy for beginners, and I think it's really worth it to walk around it. It's a nice and compact truck. You can get a lot of mods and stuff for it, and it's gonna be a good payoff. Look at this one, it's awesome. I don't remember Legend here. I think sometimes he's got some problems. Let's go. I don't know why I left him here because I don't remember last time I bought him, but for some reason when events finish they just doing that. Let's hope will not happen again. Ooh, have to stop. Let's go. It's a quite nice little truck. He's doing his job, and the brakes they're not bad. As you can see, the sound of the engine is quite good. Oh cool, so why I'm doing this, you see, I am just still sleeping in my pants. I have to go this way. Come on, why not sing that? I'm stopping because I'm turning to the other side. Well, let's fix it. We got just 1% damage on it, so blah blah, it's not much. Anyway. Ooh. I'm gonna park here in the middle. A quick nap, so we have some rest. Right, let's get something to deliver it if we really want to. Okay. Who we are now? I see myself. I want a job. Yeah, that's it. So we have one which is almost 1,800. We don't want such a long one for today. Even this one is okay, because we're gonna go some new towns and it's a good view. It will take us like 18 hours to reach to the destination. Oh. As you can see, the truck, because I put a gear with 16 speeds, actually it works much faster. The speed which is going is much quicker than normal. I mean, it doesn't leave from first gear, it leaves from the fourth gear, which I think is more easy to change, and it acts a bit more natural, the truck himself, than just, you see, already have 13 gears, and I even have 41 speed, which is a bit crazy, I know. But I have to admit it does work better. Let's see, we're going left. I'm going left. We go straight. Right. Okay, let's see where is now. And as you can see, I can get speed so quick. It's very fast for a truck. Yes, we get green, and the next one is gonna be the parking for the delivery. If we not crash with the other cars. That's it. We managed to not to. Let's see what is still going. Now we're gonna stick with this. I like to go a little bit with ferry, and it's gonna be a very interesting road. The trailer is just here. Let's make it nicely. Normally I was struggling to park in it, but sometimes I'm just getting the first touch of the wheel. All depends how the good it is. This is not gonna be the first. That's it. Should be alright now. That's it. Good boy. I like when he says like me. Right. Now we have to move away. I like the trailer is massive. Insanely massive. That's a lot of traffic in here. Come on. And I can't go. No. What's happened? Ooh, I screwed it up. They don't let me cross. Come on. What's going on? Cause oh, you kidding me? I get suspended and that. This is ridiculous, man. No way. How is that possible? No, never happened this before. Come on. Come on, don't disappoint me. Jesus, man. This is weird. This is very weird. Like I said, never happened before. I'm just gonna go for it. That was interesting. Very interesting. It should happen, these things, but I think it was my fault because I got too close to the side, and probably that's why it didn't work the way I want to. Wow, that was a bit cocky start. We have just 13 turns, and I forgot this on. We're gonna deactivated on the traffic light. I ate too much cookies today. Alright. Now we have to wait this bloody Mr. Traffic light to get green after a rocky start. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go at least, let's say, 200 kilometers, and then see if I refueling or something. I'm not sure yet, but I have to see how far is the next petrol station and how much my tank is going to be empty before I get to the destination, because I don't like to be empty in my tank. Hello, officer. Yeah, you can't give me a ticket. I'm over 70 now. Yeah, so why you just don't go faster than me? You see, I don't understand these points of the road. When you have like a couple of meters in front of the traffic light, you say 70. Why? You should say 50. From the town to there, and after that is another traffic light, another 50 down, which is a bit annoying. That's using a lot of my petrol. I mean, petrol, I have diesel, of course. Come on. As you can see, now it's leaving from the fourth gear. It goes straight to 10, which is a bit weird. And then 11, and then 13. So it's a heavy big gear or so. I'm not quite sure how it works, but it's like two each. We can't see the traffic light because of the mirrors, but we'll leave it like that for now. A little bit like, yeah, so we have more shiny light in what we're doing. Oh man, I hate these roads. They're so tiny and you have to be careful not scratching them off, because if you do that you're not gonna have a proper driving. What I'm talking about. It all depends how scratchy you are. Right. Just look at those gears. I have already 13 gears. And now it's on 15. And I got actually 16. And the 15 and 16, they're gonna go faster like crazy if I let them go. As you can see, I have already more than 15 and I go 83 to 84 kilometers per hour. So if I connect into a 16, it's gonna go full 120 or so, something like that. Oh, it's a petrol station here. It's a bit tempting to get some petrol. Let me see how far is the second one from here. Oh boy. We're gonna stop on this one. Yeah. Let's say it's gonna work just fine. Some extra mileage, and then when you refuel the tank will be like, because we're not using too much, like between 28 and 30. It will keep in this range of speed, so that's quite a good consumption. Normally the truck says you consume an average 37.9, like 38 liters per 100 kilometers. But right now I just using like 30, 21, 26, sorry, 20, it's oscillating. For example, when I'm going like this on the valley, it doesn't use any fuel, so it's quite economical. So I'm gonna get some quite good fuel rates on this, which is good. We have quite a long way to destination. We're gonna go into Shipwood. What is that? I have no idea. We're going to Uppsala. I don't want to speak the company of the name of the company because it's a bit weird. I can't pronounce it honestly, and probably that's can be a bit annoying. But anyway, we have to go this way. Come on, really? You can't see I'm not signalized to the right. You just have to crush on me. You little bugger. What's wrong with this, Travis? I don't understand why they put me on this part of the road. Because on the after the bridge it should be, oh, it's not. Okay. My mistake. Just want to do a nice sweep nutty in the bed because I'm feeling tired and I didn't do damn nothing today. I've been a bit lazy, I can admit that. I see that little engine, how it works. That is in gear 13 and actually does the job very nicely. I saw some police lights, but I don't think they gave me a ticket. Maybe they stopped someone. Right, is anything coming? Nah, I'm just gonna push it high and fine like mine. Put into 84, I will just leave it like this in automatic gear, and from there we'll just, as you can see now, it's changing on the 16 gear. Automatically my consumption goes higher a little bit. It drops from 26, 25, it drops to, it can go to 33, depends if it's straight line it stays on 30, but it can go to 35, so it's very oscillating to be honest. But definitely to the next petrol station we need to refuel. Hello Mr. Policeman. You don't want to give me a ticket, I'm happy then. If I come after you, you're gonna give me a ticket? I don't think so. Let's be naughty. If he's going to that line, he's gonna push it hard. I have to take it this way as well, it's a bit weird. I could go that side as well, so it shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be a little problem. But I think it's separate for heavy trucks. So basically there's like two tunnels and they all go the same way. I don't know why they put that, because now I have to go left, because this road which I am at the moment is ending, as you can see here, and this guy changed his mind to come to my right. I'm screwed, but I hope he doesn't do that. As you can see, even the police stops in front of the trucks, and most of the time I don't like it, so I pass them over. If I stay in between 84 and 85 I'm fine, but soon I go over 86 I'm gonna be charged 1,100 because I passed the speed in 1 kilometer per hour, and that's a pain in the ass to be honest. I'm gonna stay just like this. Sometimes these trucks go faster than me, and I don't know, it's a bug in the game, or might be just put it by the AI games sorting this kind of problem. But sometimes the trucks go faster than I do, and there's no regulatory, how you call it, like natural. Because we been heavy trucks, you carry a lot of cargo, and your speed has to be on the limit on the motorway. Obviously, I think even in reality the trucks can go to 140 like easily, but because of the cargo transporting is quite tricky to go so fast, because as you can see I watch a lot of documentaries about freezing roads and stuff like that, and you can see so many accidents there, which is annoying. It's really hard to see driving like minus 25 degrees or something like that in the Arctic, like minus 40. You have to have some balls to do that, I can tell you that. Where I live at the moment it just start dropping the temperature quite strong. Watch the road. I'm scared my microphone is gonna stop, and try to stay close as possible so I can speak nicely. Here it's getting very cold. They say this week it might be -7. Damn, it's a lot of police around here. Who cares? I'm going nicely. As you can see, right now my engine doesn't use too much. It's between, goes up and down, depends how high is the hill. If there's no hill, it's gonna go straight line, it's gonna use not much fuel, hopefully. don't know, it's a not naughty feeling every time I speak a lot. I'm starting yawning like a chicken. Oh boy, come on. Yeah, you're not gonna cross there, boy. You should slow down. That was close. He saw me even show him I'm going to the left and still accelerate like a naughty boy. Let's say no idiot, but he accelerate like crazy. And sometimes that is annoying. It's like real, you know, and that's why I like this game so much. I really need some fuel soon. We're on the last speed. Well, I might have to slow down here because you can see here the consumption is going to 63. So because it's why slow down? I'm gonna go to this way because these guys they're going too damn slow, like even 70 they're not going. I don't know why. I know these trucks in the front of me they might have like a standard 430 engine and it's gonna have at least 22 tons because that's those loads there. We're going too fast, so hopefully nobody noticed that. Ooh, that was close. And we're gonna stop to a petrol station because our tank is less than half. And what I told that policeman, the one in front of me, just stopped the truck. Very naughty, Mr. Officer. Don't clutch. Have to make sure we stay in the right. Oh, that was a quick stop. Handbrake. Stop the engine and let's put some petrol on. Really, I was thinking how would be if the trucks would go with petrol instead of diesel. There'll be more power, less pollution. I don't know. It might be an idea, but I know he was an inventor. He make the engine go like a hydrogen liquid, which was insane to see that. But all these big companies, they didn't actually wanted to take this too serious. So they still, that guy was from Romania, I think. He was an engineer, he's retired, he was quite a good worker. I think he worked in a company car. I'm not quite sure what he worked in his life. But I know that guy makes some history. If people did what he wants, there would be so much pollution. Imagine to have an engine who can go any liquid like water, juice, even your urine, you can use it for the engine and it will work. And that's insane technology. I'm not 100% sure, but I saw the demonstration on the internet, and that was amazing to see something like this happen, really exist. And all these big car giants, they don't do nothing for it. Imagine how much toxins they will save in the atmosphere, on the ground, and everywhere. Right now, this world produces so much technology, like we are so high tech and make dolls and all kind of crazy stuff, but we don't think about actually the environment what we're living about. And that sometimes is a excuse. Yeah, look at these guys working night shifts. I want to say that in Romania, but you can't. If you see three people working in the daytime, it's awesome. We even UK government. I don't know what's gonna happen with this country. Um, let's speak honestly. To be honest, I don't live in UK at the moment. I come back home to Romania. I did like that country a lot because I met some lovely people down there. The only problem is the country become very unforgivable with people like me, like foreigners. They treat you like very harsh. If you don't have a job or something, they will not help you to get one. At least that happened in my case. And that's it's frustrating because when you come in a medical problem and you wanna start working again too, you become very frustrated, that person, because you know you're getting okay, but you know at the same time you're getting frustrated about not finding a job, not be able to sustain yourself, and when you see everybody turning your back. I had two good friends, and even they don't understand how this happened, but it happened. But I'm not sorry about it. I come back home, I have some rest, and had some thinking about it, and I realize nowhere is better than home. I have my own house with my mom and dad. My dad health is not too great, but hopefully the God of hopefully if he's getting better or worse, there's nothing I can do to change that. It's not in my power to change it, even if I want to. It's the way it is, and life is just life. We have to fight for every single piece of our food, everything for ourselves, and so many things happens in this world. It just make you think what's gonna happen tomorrow. So I'm just gonna live my life like it been the last minute. Try to find a nice moment and see where it goes from there. But I'm just scared what the future's gonna come for everyone, not just for myself. Because when you see so many things happen on TV, for example in California, I hope those people they be strong and they will understand because something is dodging there. How can a fire burn so strong and even melt a car? I see fire forests before, but this one is different. It's so crazy the way things happened, and I never expected to happen. And it's scary, to be honest with you guys. It's very scary because you never know what's gonna happen in next year or two. And many people believe that fire being put by military. They testing a laser or something, and that laser drop in the forest, and it make a infernal fire. I saw some images today, which it says like is a tree which is full of holes of that laser. From our side, it was not burning, but inside it was full of holes and burning from inside. And it was maybe a meter in diameter tree. It was a huge tree. So how the hell that tree get fired inside? It's hard to understand. And the way that fire spreads and the green trees and everything, it just doesn't make any sense. Honestly, I wouldn't like to live in America right now. Uh, thank God I did some tests on my own at home because I have to clean my garden and have lot of green trees. I have to clean them for the winter, prepare them from next year. So as you know, probably apples and all kind of trees they're growing quite high, and if you leave the edges of the tree, they're not gonna make next year fruits. They're gonna keep going up and up. So what I did, I just cut all those edges down, make into a nice place. So next year when it comes a new flowers and new ranges, will be fine. So I just put in fire, and the way they burn, it's just like you put fuel, like you put petrol. It just burns straight away, which is it's weird what happening. The ground is so dry as well. Even a sparkler would just explode like that. But what happened in California? It's very weird. I can't understand what it is. So I hope those people they be strong and they be together, and I wish I'd be able to do something to help send them some rain, because they definitely need some rain in there. And I wish I have some powers to do that, but unfortunately I'm too far away from them. It's hard to see people dying from, and it's hard to see the fire departments. They're struggling with these fires and they can't even try to close them down. They just can't get too close because actually they're melting the cars in the house. It's very strange because the fire, I never see a fire so intensified, so strong. It's the first time I see a fire. I've been fires in California, but not like this. Tornadoes and crazy like that. It doesn't make any sense, honestly. It feels like you put a canister of petrol and just put fire in. It doesn't make any sense in my opinion. I'm just saying my idea what I'm seeing on TV is just all those 43 people died, which I saw last time on TV. They shouldn't be dying. Someone did something not right, and that's why I end up in this crazy fire, and it doesn't make any sense in my opinion. I just can't believe it. And they have so many fighting helicopters and DC-10, that is like a average of 747 Boeing, which is huge, and they've been modified to be able to load solution for closing the fires, forest fires, and I saw lots of documentaries about this, and it's insane how that work. Honestly, it's insane how those planes working day by day, 24/7 to clean the fire, but they can't do nothing. I think it's just wasting. Maybe they slow them down a little bit, but I never see a range of fire so strong. It might be like the Bible says, it's gonna be this kind of dry end, and even in my town here, it didn't rain too much. I hope we're gonna have lots of snow in the winter, so things gonna get better. Because otherwise, nothing. We're not gonna have food. We're not gonna have nothing. Okay, we have something to cross here. Yeah, I knew it. It has to happen something. I'm gonna stay a little bit here. It's weird. We'll get 2 tickets in a second. I mean 1 ticket. So I'm a bit worried about Arctic as well, about the glaciers and everything, because I saw so many problems happening these days, like the way they're melting, like the, the water itself, if you go underneath, is very cold. It's minus 1.5 degrees, and from up, half up, is over 3 degrees or maybe 4 degrees, and that warm water actually melted the ice from on top, and the ice from the bottom down, it doesn't melt, but once it gets to a point like it just broken down, that's why we see these glaciers colliding like that and then broken down. It's just scary to see them. They've been beautiful and at the same time very fascinating to see them, but it just is scary as well. There's a lot of towns that can be in dangers, and there's a lot of people can be having trouble and they might have to be evacuated with this water rising. See, they measure, the scientists try to measure the water level, and they say they're growing like 3 millimeters a year, which is, I don't know if it's a lot, but in my opinion, it's gonna grow even more if we're not gonna have a proper winter. We don't know actually what's winter anymore. Even in England and Scotland and Wales and all these nice places, uh, winter is used to be nice and half a meter snow, and now you just see flooding and lots of rain coming along. Um, in my town here, 42 degrees in the summer. We never had that kind of temperature in the mountains, and it's very scary to see that. And it just, a lot of people complaining we don't have rain. Of course we don't have rain, but we're cutting our forests for food, and we have to eat, but we have to control all these problems in a way or another. It is getting scary and scary every single day. Okay, enough talking about lots of problems, and we have to have some rest soon. We have 660 kilometers left for our next destination. Destination. I should be a GPS. Imagine how that gonna be like in 100 meters to the right. Like, what the heck is wrong with this guy? The people are gonna say, we'll learn you to speak English. So I won't like to be a GPS. I will talk too much anyway. By the way, now I'm getting more relaxed at home. Let's say relax. Let's reduce the speed because actually you can't just cross it now. Oh, that guy just passing through. 172. Wow. But that thing is blocked. I could pass over straight. It won't come down. Probably should do that before. What that guy is doing there? What is waiting for? Goodness. You can crush him all over. I need to stop to have some rest soon. And I think I'm gonna reach the ferry soon. And I was hoping if I get the ferry I don't have to stop and sleep. I can get that. I'm gonna keep it on 85 because I need to get to the ferry as soon as possible. There's a lot of police cars and lots of events happening. Let's see how far we are from the ferry. Oh, we're not far away. I'm not sure we're gonna get the ferry or not, because we crossed that point here. If we come from this direction we have to get a ferry, but here we just actually come around the bridge. We go around. If we've been clever we can cut the road in half, because the way we come around here like this. We can come straight down the port and from there just cross down. So I think I have to stop to the next petrol station to rest my driver. It's quite interesting how these bridges have been built, and you can cross miles and miles. China, for example, they're just building like insane, crazy buildings, and I don't like it. It's fun to see them. They have a growing population, and it just is wow. Here, where I live in my country, it's just getting very scary a little bit because a lot of people left the country because of the condition we live into. Not like we've been bad and you know have what to eat on that. You can have quite good lifestyle here too. But here the only problem is people are too lazy to work. They think if you go in another country you're gonna get thousands and thousands of money and You can't. If you work honestly and you're being a nice person and you work in your ass, you're not gonna make money. Just people are gonna try using you much more they can. But the problem is, it's hard to win in loads of money and live in your life the way you want to, because it doesn't work like this. It's just too hard. Well, uh, let me take a break of talking. We have to park because my bed is blue, so if it gets red and I stay more than a couple seconds, I can get a ticket. Not really seconds, but I think I gotta refuel again. Just because of 100 liters of petrol should be alright. No petrol, diesel. Yes, 175 liters. Well, we use a lot of diesel already. Let's park here somewhere. Have some rest. Yeah, we're gonna park here. We got it some rest and then we get to business. As you can see, this is my little truck. It's not bad. I used to be with Scania guy and I still love Scania as well. I still loving it. I think it's just because of the mods they've been put it on. I installed a mod as well for DAF and for Scania. I have already from Griffin. I have the mods from them. But it's like graphic of the game. I would like to see a bit change, like if they can do like a realistic when the smokes hit on the exhaust when it comes out. The geometry of the game on the truck, like science, how should I call it, like the graphics. So I want to see this game evolve a little bit more than it is, because I saw a lot of people that get bored about it, and it's a bit frustrating to see that, because that's why I didn't make any more streams, because no one actually want to watch this, and everybody put the same music, no copyrights and stuff like this. Actually you can't enjoy yourself watching this, and it's just frustrating at that point. Well, you have to adapt. Everybody loves shooters and stuff, and I was thinking I just get my old game back, like General Zero Hours. I find it to some guy which was already cracking nice and work for Windows 10, and I was good to say that because normally I don't say that. I was trying to find it for quite a long time, and I managed to find it on YouTube. One of the fellas had it, and I was surprised to see how much views it's got on that game, which is good to see. But it's important for us just to get back to normal and see what we can do about it. Anyway, it's important to work hard and keep yourself positive, because I think these days the stress anyone is so high, you just can't cope with it. For example, I have a friend of mine. He's working so much, so many hours. It's obviously after a while your brain is not gonna work the way it's supposed to work, and you're gonna get so stressed, and you're gonna think, how can you get rid of that stress? And but it's always is a solution for a problem. It all depends of each person if he wants to do it, because it's not easy to be a father. You have to pay the bills, you have to look after your wife, kids. Even one kid is hard to live these days, but imagine to have, like I saw once on Discovery, I saw like 6 kids. I mean, they have three boys and they want to do another a little girl, and they make six little girls, like triplets, not triplets, like I don't know how to call it, to be honest. And I was amazed to see that. And imagine when you've been in that position, it's hard to do anything about it, and it's frustrating at the same time as well, because you don't know how it's going to happen, how you're going to survive. Probably those people have a better financial situation and they can deal with it. But if I be in my case, I don't know what happened. Probably I would be scared and I would love them even more. But it's a scary situation. I never was thinking I was be prepared to have a family, but I couldn't find the right person. It's the kind of when you are too stressed, and it's good to have friends to talk about it. About it's good. You don't need to have lots of friends. It's good to have two people which you can trust, and they help you when you're in the worst problems. And I had two friends like this in London, Newcastle more exactly, and I started having chat with them, and it's it was for me very hard to leave from that country, because it's been 8 years old. I was like I've been left yesterday. I remember every step I did, every job I make in there. It's a bit weird to remember all this, but once you go in a different country, you can change your attitude, you can change your lifestyle, you'll change your behavior, and so on, so on. We can continue till morning to talk about this, but it is what it is. And when I see so many problems happen everywhere, it just so feels depressing, because you can't do nothing about it. And you see, there are so many people, they have so much money, and probably some of them they're making it themselves, but probably some of them they don't make it in the right way. But it's not my problem to judge people. God will do that, and everybody's got something put in the way now. We can have loads of money, but we're not going with them nowhere. Because once you die, you're gonna have a suit, and you're gonna be end up into 4 wooden cracks. They put them back nails, and you're there, 2 meters in the ground, and that's your life gone. It's good to have a good life, obviously, and live. But I wish if I could help more people, that'd be awesome. I was keep trying to do like tradings and stuff like that, like markets. Well, you need to have some quite good financial situation. It's not easy, and oh, I tried so many options, but you just need to be strong and think what you want to do and how to do it. It needs a lot of patience, a lot of discipline. You have to eat healthy. There are some requirements which I cannot get right now, but I learn a lot about them. So hopefully things will get better. You never know what's gonna happen, and you just it's not easy. Honestly, it's not easy. I wish things be better for everyone, and I wish this world changing better. It looks to me like things are not changing in a better way. It's like everything is becoming very chaos and chaotic. Chaotic is less than a chaos, but still something happens. And it's not easy for a person which wants to help people uh, to see problems other people they have in our house to eat and they have nothing. I know how much my mom and dad work for this place, and they make sure we have a place to stay, and it's hard to see these things, and many people they don't understand. Easy, easy. But this guy's gonna go slow, and he's gonna slow me down even more now. As you can see, guys, it's a good truck. It even when you're in the hill, it will go nicely. I don't have too much actually, like loads, but it's still. We have 13 tons, so it's quite easy for me to pass him over. 84, and then just gonna fly. When you got already 23 tons, it's gonna be a bit harder to move in front. We got 350, let's say 50 kilometers left, and we're doing okay. We're talking a lot about trouble and people stress and all that, and I wish if I could help people with stress, and there are so many options you can learn to deal with the stress. Even myself, even if you know how to deal with stress, it's hard to work with it because some people have lots of problems or the job is very stressful, and when you come home your wife is start crying and your kid is crying, and you have to look after them as well, and they have to look after you. But sometimes happen that normally the women's they stay homes, the moms, they have a hard time. They have to clean the place, feed the kid, look after it, look after the house, make some food for yourself. So hey, what is this? That's good, I never see that before. Look, that was fun. Chicken. Never saw that before. So yeah, so if you have a family, it's quite hard. But I think if you work together, that's why they say love is in two people. If those two people work together, they can achieve things they never be dreamed before, even from themselves. So these days, everything is possible. You just need to want to actually do the stuff. Work with your family, work with your friends, but choose your friends wisely, because don't know which one is friend until you have a hard time with yourself and you want to talk to someone, and that someone has to be ready to listen your problems, and you have to do the same thing for him, because that's mean friendship. Some people think, oh, I need money, can I ask to my friend? Okay, fair enough, but you have to think maybe your friend doesn't have those money either. Maybe he's struggling more than you do, but he's trying to help you as well. I've been in a situation which I borrowed some family friends money when I was in London, and I never gave me back. And when they start giving me back, they give you just little bit by little, and you end up in a very stressful situation, because you give amount to money, you want that amount of money back. I didn't ask any extra, or like the people doing, some people doing, they ask you like you be in the bank, you have to give them some extra. If you're late with the money, you have to give me 2 times more. I wasn't like that. It wasn't a big amount, but still, I took from my pocket and gave it to him, and when he gave it back, I gave it back in 6 months, and it wasn't a big amount, not more than 100 or something, which is nothing. He maybe were making like 3,000 a month, but that's a problem with people. They have too much parties and too much self-esteem. They believe they can do everything, and actually they don't do nothing. And after a while, they're losing them heads, they're losing themselves, they're losing their heads, and they don't know what's happening. And when you would try to tell them what happened, and they say, "Oh, you don't know nothing." Fair enough, my friend. I know more stuff than you do. I've been to a hospital for a couple of months, like a volunteer in London, and I want to say I learned more things there than ever. Hey, look at those plates. That looks nice. Wow, that looks nice, nice. Wow, I see some nice scenery today. I don't know what it was. The first one, the chicken, what it was, but it was something. So what were we? Yeah, when you work in a hospital, I meet people. They've been having like a heart attacks, or I don't know how to call it in English. It's like you have paralyzed from your brain down, and I see them so full of life, and they talk about their own life, the way they live their life. They make you think, say, wow, how is so positive that person? But ultimately, you can see that person is living a life already, and he did what she loved and worked for it. But still, is something which, when you see them full of life, is so energetic, even in their wheelchair, and it's just fascinated. I always like to work with these people because I have a lot of things to learn from them, and it's not easy to stay with them all day because sometimes they're getting bored themselves to keep telling you the same thing, or new things. They don't have the patience anymore to chat with you. So when you're with an old person, you have to make it understand you're willing to listen what she wants to say and what he wants to say. And it doesn't matter what she will say to you, you have to just say yes. But most of the time, you have to say yes to them because they tell you their story. And I always love to go there and listen to a good story there. I meet a lot of writers, fishermen, and engineers, and captain of the ships, and wow, I met an old lady there, which I'm not gonna give it a name because unfortunately I wasn't never be able to say goodbye from them, and I hope they're gonna be okay. But it is, she was awesome. She was a writer, and she used to write about towns like all England towns, and what you can find, and what is good about the towns, and all sorts of this kind of stuff. And she told me she used to be in a Q Mary too. Maybe some of you know it, maybe some of you not. It's a was the first cruise liner which was competing with the French cruise liners. I think in the 1980s or something, when it was the first or the Second World Tour, and that was something to someone to tell me. Actually, she was 6 years old when she told me about that story, and now she's maybe 84 or something. I'm not sure exactly, but it was so amazing to see an old lady tell me about her own childhood, and she said the lovely thing it was when she go on that Q Mary one and walk around there. Just he said it was a astonishing sight to see. You don't see that kind of stuff too too much. You had a lot of money and a lot of stuff, and it was an astonished sight. I just saw some pictures from the Q Mary 2, which is the most luxurious cruise liner. In order to go there, maybe it will cost you 2,000, $20,000 or euros to be able to do a cruise ship. It will take 3 weeks. You're gonna have everything included, and you're gonna be there treated like a king. It's a 5-star ship. It's it's amazing. It's expensive indeed, but it's amazing the way it is. Lots of work roles today. Yeah, I just wish one day I'll be able to go as well in one of these cruise line because there are so many now, and some of them they're very ridiculous high. But the one I would like to go would be Q82 because it's so fascinating. Like a ship is the way it was built. It was built about I'm not remember exactly the second one, but a person bought it from America. I think I don't remember 100% sure, and he want to keep it working. And Q81 it was actually in the war as well. She was transformed and was carrying soldiers, and he actually survived the war because she was a fast ship. We can do like 25 knots or something like that, even 27 I remember. And it was astonishing sight to see a ship like that and being in such a good condition. And now I think it ended up being a restaurant on the port or hotel. I'm not 100% sure. She been commissioned, but still she's still in these days like a hotel I think or something, which is still in the water, but it's close to a sea, to a port. I'll have to have some research about it. We'll go to Stockholm. We're near there. We have 90 kilometers left. So guys, if you want to go on a cruise and you have the money, I recommend you Q82. It's awesome. I don't know if I will go on all these new fancy ships like Q Odysseys and all that. There's so many ships these days. You don't know which one to do or what to do, and sometimes it's getting a bit scary. Damn, I'm getting a lot of sleepy mood. I'm not used to talk so much, but I think if you guys watch all this video, I'm not sure how many minutes it's got. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I was nice to tell my thoughts to everyone which you willing to listen. And if you think I speak too much, which I shouldn't speak, just leave a message down there, and I will try next time to make a 10 minutes video. But I don't think it will be good. I like to do videos long. It's like a stream, but even a stream, if I watch a stream, it just it doesn't make any sense because everyone loves the shooters and stuff like that, and I never intend to do shooters because I'm not so good on it, and I will fail in a very bad way, so I'm gonna embarrass myself in front of TV and not TV, in front of the computer. Probably I will try to do once and see how it goes. I remember I did once a very long time ago. I was more younger. More yawns, yeah. Oh, look at this. What is this? Wow. That's looking awesome, guys. That's a really nice building. That's a nice building. Wow, that was nice. That was cool. I don't know, I saw some very nice stuff today. Probably because of the Halloween they put it up, but those don't look like a Halloween to me. Looks like for Christmas. It'll be funny to see some Santa Claus coming along. It's gonna come the new draws now. I think on the Euro Truck Simulator they might have to put some presents or stuff like that. I didn't have a chance to finish that the last event. It was 10 deliveries as I was just taking the truck starting the game again, and I didn't have the chance to do all the deliveries because I was preparing for the job and had lots of blood tests and psychological tests to give. But in the end I finished all those down, and what I have to do now from the moment I start working I'm lost. It's a nice job. I was used to work on it, and it's a pleasure to start working in that and learn all my in job like a blacksmith mechanic, and it's gonna be nice. We have a roundabout over here. It's a quite nice Swedish town. Um, Working on 53. Hope it's not too much traffic. It's obviously this evening. It's 10 o'clock. Probably it's the summer here now at the moment. We have to slow down because we're going to straight away, and then we're going to the roundabout to the left. It looks quite nice. It's a nice place. Okay, we're going forward now. Let's see. What I like about these Swedish towns, the roads are quite big and they're very nice illuminated and stuff like that, which is nice to see. We have a nice church on the left side. I think this is just a tank of water. There's like a huge hanging around there. It's a very nice town. I'm probably gonna explore it a bit before we have to cross, and I think it's just in front of us here. Imagine if this game will make all the streets to be the same, like not the same, like exactly like reality, to be in a town with walking people and stuff like that, being crazy. Okay, let's see, it's in the back of parking. That would be insane to see this game driver come off the car. I think he will get too much resources for anyone to do stuff like this, and it will be quite a challenge to do all this. Let's park it nicely. Okay. We have to come back a little bit forward. Right now, I'm too. As you can see, this trailer is quite huge, and I might have to turn around in the opposite way. It might work. I like the way the cables get stretched. We have to go like this a little bit into the. Basically, we stuck a little bit, so we have to. Because the trailer is so huge, I'm gonna come in a position which you can't. Just gonna leave it like this, and it will slowly. It's hard because no, I have to go forward a bit. we get too long, will it will not be properly. So like it is the angle now, it should be perfect. We should go straight in on a spot we want to. If we are watching nicely, the trail and the back wheels, they will squeeze a little bit. Even like this, we are overshooting a little bit the place, we're on the half. But because the trail is not heavy, what we can do now, you get a bit forward, we get it straight. When I'm tired, it's too hard to park. I'm not too good on it, but we have to park it nicely. Oh, you see, it's just it's all about how much you want to maneuver. Let's see, maybe this time we'll get it there. Well, since you like this, I'm happy about it. I'm not going to say no to it. We job complete. We got 1255. We're level 19 at the moment. Actually level 21. Proficient bonus. We are level 19. So basically we get another 5, almost 6,000 euros. Because we are long distance delivery bonus and we came without damage, we get another 5,100 and we get a bonus of 32,000 for delivery. That's a nice thing. Alright, now let's park a little truck. It's got quite a nice horn. We're going around here. Well, here is 9:30 already. Tomorrow it's the weekend. I hope everyone had a good weekend tomorrow. And like I said, enjoying yourself and have a good time. Because we don't know what's coming tomorrow, after tomorrow, and it's all over. You never know what's gonna come. Life, it is the way it is, and we need to. It says there's a road in here. I'm gonna go this way because I want to see where is the Sam. It's just the other side of the road. Oh, this guy's coming with me, isn't he? It's good I don't have to look on the road, keep showing myself. But next one, it's weird, it's like it shows me where to go. It's like I'm following him. But that's it, I'm going here. We have some damage at 2%. So I'm gonna fix that. It's just 1,000 euros. So we have 210,000 euros, which is good. We're planning to actually make a bit more, and then maybe upgrade our garage, because that's why it costs now. Alright everyone, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and it was nice to chat on my own, but I hope anyone is gonna listen to this video and maybe is thinking about the day of tomorrow. We never know what's gonna happen, like I said before. So I want to thank you everyone for enjoying this video, If you like it, give a like down there, or dislike, or subscribe button, or comment. I'll be happy to answer you back. So I wish you all a good night and see you next time.